Now we will have a look at the content of OpenScape Business Phase 1. OpenScape Business Phase 1 has already been released to some countries. Most other countries will receive Phase 1 and Phase 2 together in September. Phase 1 delivers the OpenScape Business Systems X3, X5 and X8 with the new UC mainboard. The OpenStage and OptiPoint, HFA, SIP and TDM phone families will be supported. OptiZE phones will not work with OpenScape Business. There are new Smart UC and Smart Voicemail solutions with auto attendant functionality. The DECT and cordless IP functionality has been enhanced. There are the new OpenScape Business Attendant and BLF Server solutions replacing OptiClient Attendant and BLF Server. The setup of networks for voice communication is supported. The MyPortal for Mobile solution and the Application Launcher functionality have been integrated into OpenScape Business. Here you can see the three new OpenScape Business Systems X3, X5 and X8. The integration of the LAN interface can be really clearly seen on the right hand side on the X3 and X5 system models. As stated previously, all system models support up to 500 IP extensions and all trunk and extension technologies. On the left bottom corner is a new module, the OpenScape Business Voice Channel Booster Card. This card is required for IP configurations and conducts a protocol conversion from TDM to IP or from IP to TDM. Practical examples where this card is required are a call from a TDM telephone to an IP telephone, or a call from an IP telephone via an analog or ISDN trunk line, or basically whenever the IP and the TDM worlds meet. In HiPass 3000, this protocol conversion was carried out by the components of the HE1500 card, and separate B-channel licenses were required. With OpenScape Business, two booster cards are available which are selected depending on the customer configuration. The smaller module is providing 40 channels and the larger module is providing 120 channels. One voice channel booster card can be connected to an OpenScape Business system. Also, 8 channels are already integrated into the OpenScape Business processor for the support of small IP configurations. The 8 channels on the processor are always available and added to the DSP channels of a booster card can provide. So for example, if the smaller OpenScape Business voice channel booster card is connected to the system, a total of 48 DSP channels are available. The new OpenScape Business mainboard or processor is incorporating the biggest changes compared to HiPass 3000. The following features are supported by the X3 and X5 mainboard. A new integrated UC solution for up to 50 users and a new integrated voicemail solution for up to 320 users, plus an integrated LAN interface for full voice over IP and data switching. 8 digital, 4 analog station interfaces and 2 ISDN basic rate trunk interfaces. The digital interfaces can still be used for the direct connection of DECT base stations. 8 DSP channels are integrated into the mainboard. The software installed on a SDHC card. A USB slot for easy backup and restore functions. And the upload of music on hold as a WAV file as an additional option. The music on hold options via audio port or analog extension port are also still available. The functionality provided by the OpenScape Business X8 processor is identical with the exception of the digital and analog extension ports and the 2 ISDN basic rate interfaces. To summarize, OpenScape Business is introducing a new feature-rich mainboard which incorporates many hardware positions which previously had to be delivered as separate modules, like the HE1500, the CMS, the LIM, the EVM and the OpenStage gate view. Here's a close-up of the new X3, X5 mainboard. Very easy recognizable are the integrated LAN interface and the USB port on the right bottom corner. Most of the other interfaces should be familiar from the Hyper 3000. Let's look at the capacity improvements the new UC mainboard is delivering. New is the SIP trunk capacity. OpenScape Business supports up to 60 simultaneous calls to a SIP carrier for all system models. With Hyper 3000, a maximum of 30 calls could be supported. As already mentioned, each OpenScape Business system model supports the connectivity of up to 500 IP extensions. With Hyper 3000, the maximum supported number was 96 extensions for the smaller models and 500 for the larger model. Another improvement is the DECT Lite capacity with the X3 system. Now, up to 7 base stations can be directly connected to the digital port of the mainboard, and up to 32 DECT extensions can be supported, meaning that both X3 and X5 are supporting the same DECT Lite capacity. Most of the other capacities remain unchanged, which is due to the fact that the number of available module slots in the systems have not changed and that the same Hyper 3000 peripheral cards are being used. One of the highlights of the OpenScape Business is the new UC Smart solution. It is fully integrated into the UC mainboard and can provide UC for up to 50 subscribers via the UC Smart client. This is providing us with a great opportunity to deliver UC to customers who have so far not considered this solution. The UC client offers the following functionality: presence and status-based announcements. Users can select their presence status from 9 pre-configured options reflecting their current availability. For example, if a user is in the office, the presence type Office would be selected and all incoming calls would be directed to the Office extension. If the status Meeting would be selected, the calls would automatically get redirected to a pre-configured destination, usually the voicemail system. The voicemail announcement is changed automatically according to the selected presence status and the entered return date and time. So the principal operation of this function is identical to the one supplied with OpenScape Office. Favorites. The favorite list is basically the counterpart of presence and lets the user view the availability and the call status of his most frequently contacted coworkers. With the client displayed on the right hand side, you can see the status of a number of colleagues. For example, Mrs. Jones is in the office conducting an internal call. Mr. Smith has left the office and will be back on the 5th of February. Mr. Chang is in a meeting until 6:25 p.m. and Mr. Martin and Mrs. Müller are in the office and available to take calls. Visual voicemail control lets the user easily manage his voicemail messages. New messages are conveniently displayed via the SmartUC client and easy access to new and old messages is provided. Ad hoc conferencing. The SmartUC client lets the user easily set up telephone conferences based on the OpenScape Business System conferencing facility. Directory access is providing easy access to the OpenScape Business System directory, and with a user-friendly search mechanism, the right contact can be found very quickly and easily. Chat allows the sending of text messages to internal subscribers of the OpenScape Business System to quickly alert them of the arrival of a visitor, for example. Please note that chat messages are not saved in the system. Reminder. The reminder option lets the user set reminders with a note to remind him or her, for example to return a call or carry out another activity. And the OpenScape Business SmartUC client is supported on Windows and Apple Macintosh operating systems. So, the UC Smart Client does provide a great range of features and is completely integrated into the OpenScape Business mainboard. It only needs to be enabled via licensing. The deployment of UC has never been easier. The new voicemail solution, Smart Voicemail, was already mentioned on the previous slide. Smart Voicemail is also integrated into the processor of OpenScape Business X3, X5 and X8 and has replaced the EVM, the small voicemail solution which is available with Hyper 3300 and 3500 systems. Compared to the EVM, UC Smart is supporting a far greater capacity and functionality. Up to 320 voicemail boxes are supported for all system models. Up to 6 ports and 32 hours recording time are supported. The voicemail can be interrogated by the UC Smart client or via the user's telephone. The voice quality is according to the G711 standard, so uncompressed, high-quality audio is supported. The password concept has been enhanced to protect customers against toll fraud. The voicemail can also play announcement greetings in start, stop or continuous loop mode. And group mailboxes can be configured as well. Furthermore, the Smart UC voicemail solution can also be used as a multi-level auto-attendance solution. Up to 100 auto-attendants can be set up for individual users or as company auto-attendant. Up to 4 auto-attendant greetings are supported per auto-attendant. Like the Smart UC client, the Smart Voicemail functionality is fully integrated into the OpenScape business processor and can simply be enabled via licensing, eliminating the requirement for external voicemail solutions in most cases. The OpenScape Business Attendant is a software-based solution which works in combination with the system telephone to help receptionists to handle calls in a more efficient way. Especially the answering of large numbers of incoming calls is much quicker and easier with this solution. Display of the present status of users. The present status set by Smart UC client users is displayed in the BusyLamp field of the OpenScape Business Attendant. This provides operators instant visibility of the availability of internal users. Different window display options and skins to match the client's layout to the user's personal preferences. Ability to program system features like call hold or night servers activation onto keys of the BusyLamp field. Connectivity of the OpenScape Business Attendant to an OpenStage 30T. The OpenScape Business Attendant can be used as a standalone attendance solution or as a network-wide attendance solution for up to 4 nodes. Up to 6 OpenScape Business Attendants can be configured in one group. Moving to the right side of the screen, we can see the OpenScape Business BusyLamp field. The OpenScape Business BLF provides PC-based BusyLamp field functionality for normal users who do not require attendant functionality but wish to see the status of extensions in a system or in a network. The BLF does also provide CTI functionality, and up to 50 BusyLamp fields can be configured per OpenScape Business node. My Portal for Mobile. My Portal for Mobile lets mobile users access their UC solution from a smartphone or tablet device via a wireless LAN network or the Internet. A dedicated application does not have to be installed on the user's device, as the functionality is working on a web-based approach. All what is required is an Internet browser and connectivity to the Internet, and access to the UC functionalities can be provided whilst on the road. With this solution, the data communication takes place via the Internet and voice communication via the GSM network. The My Portal for Mobile functionality has been completely integrated into OpenScape Business and does not require an external server or physical system telephone anymore, like it was the case with Hyper 3000. Its functionality is enabled via licensing. The OpenScape Business Application Launcher is a client application that allows the launch of third-party business applications based on caller identification (CLI). It can be used to connect external databases or CRM systems to OpenScape Business. The application launcher software has been integrated into the OpenScape Business System software and is licensed on a per-client basis. OpenScape Business supports the on-premise based mobility solutions DECT and DECT IP. DECT, or also referred to as DECT Classic, supports the strong feature set known from Hyper 3000. DECT Lite is the ability to connect base stations directly to the mainboard of the X3 and X5 systems, and with OpenScape Business, up to 7 base stations can be connected to the mainboard, supporting up to 32 users. For larger configurations, the SLC16N for the X5 Volt system or the SLCN for the X8 system can be used, and supporting up to 64 base stations and 250 cordless users. The CMA is the clock module for DECT Lite and is still required if more than one base station is directly connected to a digital interface of the mainboard. The CMS, the clock module for the large cordless configurations, is now fully integrated into the UC mainboard and no longer required. There has also been a change to the licensing. With Hyper 3000, the communication channels of the base stations needed licenses. This is no longer required. All base stations have been enabled for the maximum number of communication channels, which is 12 in the case of the BS4. But therefore the DECT handsets need to be licensed with the TTM user license now. This will be covered in more detail in the section about licensing. DECT IP is the other DECT cordless solution available to our customers. With DECT IP, the base station is connected to the communication system via the LAN. Communication is via the SIP protocol, and with OpenScape Business, the following features are now also supported via the SIP protocol. The ability to connect to a phone book via LDAP, call waiting signaling and call forwarding of a call, caller name on display and differentiation of calls, internal, external, message waiting indication. OpenScape Business does support the setup of voice networks. Up to 32 nodes with up to 1000 users can be combined in a network. Larger quantities are possible based on the approval of a project-specific application. UC networking is scheduled for release with OpenScape Business Phase 2 in September. The shifting of licenses in the network has become easier due to the change of the licensing structure. Installation and administration of networks has been greatly simplified by incorporating the OSU Wizard functionality into OpenScape Business. And also the Hyper 5000 RSM functionality has been largely integrated into the OpenScape Business web-based management, reducing complexity and saving money. Here we can see the devices and clients supported with OpenScape Business. The OpenScape and OptiPoint phone families are fully supported in the different protocol versions. The OptiZE phone family is no longer supported. On the right top hand corner, two new additions to our phone family are displayed. They are the IP35 and IP55, currently only available in the SIP protocol. On the bottom part of this slide, a number of mobile devices and mobility options are displayed. Let's start with the devices used for mobility, which can be used to access our UC solution whilst not in the office. The OpenScape Business Mobility solution is based on web access, meaning that every mobile phone with browser support and a large display can be used to access the OpenScape Business UC solution. Tablets are also supported. Moving to the right, the different devices for local mobile solutions are displayed. They are supporting the DECT, DECT IP or wireless LAN standards. The Gigaset and OpenStage DECT devices, which have been released with Hyper 3000, are also supported with OpenScape Business. And displayed is the wireless LAN 3 phone, which is available in the SIP protocol only. Moving to the far right, our soft client, the OpenScape Personal Edition, is displayed. The OpenScape Personal Edition is a software-based telephony solution which is usually installed on a laptop and allows access to the communication systems whilst not in the office. The following two clients are available: the OpenScape Personal Edition in the HFA protocol, which provides feature-rich voice communication, and the OpenScape Personal Edition in the SIP protocol, which also supports point-to-point video communication.